Did you know the Quran mentions Jesus more times than it mentions Prophet Muhammad? Did you know there is a chapter in the Quran, a full chapter, named after Mary, his mother? Did you know that Muslims believe in the virgin birth of Jesus, call him the Messiah, and believe he will return before the end of time? Most people have no idea. And today, I'm going to show you exactly what both the Bible and the Quran say about Jesus, the shocking common ground, and the real disagreements. Let me start with something that surprises almost everyone. Jesus, known in Arabic as Isa, is one of the most important figures in the Quran. He is mentioned by name in 25 different verses across 15 chapters. There is a full chapter of the Quran named Maryam, Mary. It describes the Annunciation in beautiful detail. The angel Gabriel appears to Mary and tells her she will conceive a child. She asks how that is possible. She is a virgin. The angel answers, "Such is the will of God. He creates what he wills." The Quran then describes Mary's labor, alone under a palm tree in pain. God tells her to shake the tree so dates will fall for her to eat. And then the infant Jesus speaks from the cradle, defending his mother's honor before the community. This is not a peripheral story in the Quran. It is one of the central stories, and it describes a miracle, the virgin birth of Jesus, that both scriptures agree on completely. Let me go through the most significant points where the Bible and the Quran genuinely agree about Jesus. 1. The virgin birth. We just covered this. Both scriptures. Jesus was born of a virgin. 2. The Messiah. The Arabic title Al-Masih, the Messiah, appears in the Quran 11 times, always referring to Jesus. The Quran calls him Isa al-Masih, Jesus the Messiah. Both scriptures agree on this title. 3. The miracles. The Quran describes Jesus healing lepers, opening the eyes of the blind, and raising the dead, all by the permission of God. These are the same miracles recorded in the Gospels. Both scriptures agree. 4. The Word of God. This is the one that stops people in their tracks. The Gospel of John opens with, "In the beginning was the Word." Jesus, in Christian theology, is identified as the Word. The Quran calls Jesus Kalamat Allah, literally, the Word of God. Same title. Both scriptures. 5. A Spirit from God. The Quran calls Jesus Ruhan Minhu, a spirit from God. This is a unique designation given to no other prophet in the Quran. Jesus is honored in a way that is simply not given to anyone else. 6. The Second Coming. Islamic teaching holds that Jesus will return near the end of time. He will descend, establish justice, and eventually live out a natural life. The return of Jesus is not just a Christian belief. It is part of Islamic eschatology. Now for the honest part. Islam says clearly, Jesus was not divine. He was not the Son of God in a theological sense. He was not part of a trinity. He was a human being, one of the greatest prophets who ever lived, but a human being. The Quran says this directly. It is not fitting for God to take a son. Quran 19:35. This is a genuine, deep, theological disagreement. And Muslims are not shy about it. They hold this position with conviction, not out of hostility toward Jesus, but out of their foundational belief in the absolute oneness of God. The differences are real. Both sides should be honest about them. Here is why this conversation matters. 2.4 billion Christians, 1.8 billion Muslims, more than half of all humanity. And the figure at the center of the most significant connection between them is Jesus of Nazareth. When a Christian and a Muslim realize they share the virgin birth, the title of Messiah, the Word of God, the miracles, and the return, the conversation changes. The disagreements do not disappear, but the conversation becomes more honest, more respectful, and more possible. At Path to Islam, this is exactly the kind of honest engagement I want to create. Clear about disagreements, honest about common ground, never pretending the gap doesn't exist, but never pretending the bridge doesn't exist either. Islam does not reject Jesus. It honors him as one of the greatest figures in the history of the world. And the Quran's account of his life, the virgin birth, the miracles, the title of Messiah, the Word of God, is one of the most beautiful and surprising discoveries available to anyone who opens the book with honest curiosity. If you have questions about what Islam says about Jesus, check the resources in the description, and drop your questions in the comments. I read every one. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.